Hello everybody, Dead Spikes here. Today I am making a Moze build for you guys, or I'm just showcasing mine realistically. Moze was my second most played character back on Xbox, and I haven't played her since then, but now that I got back into her, oh my god, it's so much fun. Moze is a great character, and playing her after all of these buffs, she's insane. I have a very old school build that I'm running here that I hope you guys will enjoy. In case you have never watched one of my build videos before, I'm going to show you some gameplay to try to persuade you to want to use the build, and then we're going to go over a very in-depth guide on the gear we are running and the skill tree we're running and why we are using them. Now, following up with an old school style build, I'm using my old favorite weapon on Moze. It's not as amazing as it was back in the day, but I just want to show this to you guys. I am using the double penetrating red line, and here's the perks on it. And we're going to go kill my boy Grave Ward with it. And hopefully you guys can be impressed by this. Go to the Iron Bear. And you just go ham with the stickies. Now the red line is a very, very fast shooting sticky weapon, which helps with that gyro jet damage. Now check that out. Just watch that. Oh, I love the red line. Sadly, it's not very viable. I tried using it for normal mobbing and such. It's just fun to mess around and kill bosses like that. But let's showcase a little bit more on this build. All right, here we are in the Mallowan takedown, just to show a little bit of mobbing on this build, which this build I think does great. I can show my modifiers quick for you guys. Here's what I will be running for the whole video. All right, so let's get into it. These aren't the best modifiers, but they work. The biggest thing that I make sure is that post-mortem is my biggest modifier, the last modifier, because that's the easiest one to deal with in my opinion. This is a very traditional Moze build. This is a good old deathless build with a bloodletter, focusing on high damage. The radiation build, as you can see in the title. A lot of fun. All right, let's get in here and get some mobbing in. It's nice playing on Moze because I'm so used to Zane and I don't have to worry about my action skills running out. Because it's not a constant need to shoot stuff and keep them up. And I must say, when I first ran this build, I wasn't running the right setup, and I was downing myself a lot. We'll go over that more when we're going over the gear, but I was having a really hard time surviving. So I'm glad I got my practice in, and it became what it is now. I would also like to say this build is definitely not finished yet. I do want to figure out some more weapons to run with it. I'm not sure if I'll make an updated video on it, but I'll definitely be having it on stream. If you guys are interested in running this build, you can definitely stop by my stream and see if I have any other weapons that are good for it later on. Right now, it works really good for what it is. Radiation Moze. You can just see it shredding through these enemies. Takes care of death skulls in 2 shots too. The Sandhawk is just a crazy weapon, and it complements Moze a lot. Probably gonna go down here. Yep, there we go. I could have went into my Iron Bear and saved it, but biggie. Kill this Kraken. Bang! There's a death skull, wasn't there? Oh, I killed it. Okay, go. Let's do Valkyries quick, and then we'll probably go over the whole build. It mobs very, very, very good. I'm impressed. Going from Zane to this is amazing. Zane's very good and all, but Moze has some pretty crazy single target damage with all of her damage buffs and such.
Come get some. It is the will of the heavens.
Come on. There we go. Just gotta break one of their shields. Good. This part I was dying a lot too when I first made this build. All right, there we go. All right. Get some light speeds in there. Oof. Found herself. That is no bueno. Light speed point blank hurt a lot. Yeah. If we down this guy, now we should get some spawns in here. There we go. No sweat at all. Didn't question it for a second. Get him, Flipper. Since we're not on Zane, cryo doesn't really matter that much. Kind of annoying, but there we go. All right. Now we should have the badasses for the last ones. Bang! Just destroys everybody in a few shots. It's so impressive. All right. Did see that death there. Yeah, there we go. Awesome. Got death following us. Okay. Let's go over the build now. Here we go. We can do it right here. So, 4 weapons I'm mostly using right now. So the first weapon is the red line. You saw me use on Grave Ward. It is pretty amazing. But again, very situational. Pretty much only good for bossing. We got the flipper, which I'm super impressed by. This is a weapon someone told me to go check out and try on this build. And yeah, this thing is very, very good. I like it in the Guardian takedown a lot. It works very good on killing those Guardians. The Sandhawk, this is what I used for most of this takedown right here. This thing just has ridiculously high single target damage and was just destroying everything. I'm running a double rad. Might be better to have maybe like a fire rad. But for right now, I'm running a double rad because that's what I can get. And it works great. I highly recommend getting this. This is like the nuke weapon of Moze. It's so good. Our light show we are running is a fire light show with the radiation. This is mostly used for just little ads. Kind of the same point for the Sandhog. This might be one of the spots that I switch off. I do want to try Gargoyle. I'm getting recommended by a lot of people to use that. I just haven't got it yet. So that's another weapon you can maybe try here. But this light show is pretty good too. I do recommend trying it. Great for mob clearing if you don't want to use your Sandhawk. The Sandhawk has an ammo problem, kind of. Our shield we are using is the red suit. This was the very major important thing this build needed, was a red suit. I wasn't noticing it, but everything I was killing was killing me from blowing up. The radiation damage of them blowing up was instant downing me, and it became a problem. Once I put the red suit on, the whole build just changed, and it became amazing. I also wasn't running Atom Bomb like I am now, but after I put the red suit on, I'm like, hey, why don't I run Atom Bomb? And after I put that on, yeah, this became a very, very fun radiation build. So get a red suit, get any on-action skill and element. I'm running radiation. Just add a little bit more radiation to the build. I'm using a light speed. Light speed is a very amazing grenade. It's again a radiation light speed with cryo ASC. This is what I recommend. It's a very great rolled grenade, and light speed's just amazing to spam. I use this in the Guardian takedown non-stop. I'm infinitely chucking them. I didn't need them so much here because stuff was dying so fast. But in the Guardian takedown, you need that extra damage, and the light speed definitely does it. The bloodletter I'm running is +3 in Desperate Measures and +2 in Felix Doctrine. This is the one I recommend, actually. The Felix Doctrine could be in Thin Red Line instead, but I prefer it this way because this gives a little bit extra damage. If you did get the one with the 2 in Thin Red Line, you don't need to run the Deathless like I am. But to help the radiation, you're going to want a Deathless anyway. The most important thing on your class mod roll is the magazine size. You absolutely need magazine size on your class mod. The other two doesn't matter so much. Health regen's not really that amazing, but I have it. The Atom Bomb Deathless I am using. Atom Bomb's gonna make it so when your radiation explosions explode, so when you kill something from radiation and it explodes, it's gonna make it explode even larger, which is just amazing. You'll see a few times this video, if you go back on when I was going through that takedown, a few times I'd kill something and it'd blow up and kill a few other things. So that's great, and it helped with just ad clearing and, you know, multiple kills in general. The Deathless we're running to help with our desperate measures, make it so we can get our 100% damage boost all the time, which we'll be going over in a bit when we get into the skill tree. Again, the most important role on this artifact is magazine size. The other two do not matter so much. Radiation damage complements this build a lot, and reload speed's decent for when I have to reload, which is not very often, but for when I do. So the double magazine side on the class mod and the artifact is helping this build out a lot. It's making me have to reload a lot less. Those are the most important parts. Now we could go over the skill tree. Now in the skill tree, we have a little bit of everything in here. The first tree I wanted to go down was green, and this is where all of our damage lies. Just pretty much went straight down in the order that I wanted. Got every single skill that I wanted. Match set wasn't very important here, and special spare wasn't very important. And I don't think anyone really runs Daka Bear. Maybe they do after the buffs, but back in the day, no one ran it. And I don't know. I haven't really ran a pure Iron Bear build yet, and that's what that would be for. Apparently people are very skeptical on running Forge or not on this style of build. I recommend it because it does help me from reloading much. A great example is the Flipper and the Light Show that I run. I never have to reload because of Forge and distribution. Them two perks together are making it so I never have to reload, which is great. Thumb for the Road is like my favorite Moze perk, and that's what makes that red line really stupid on that Grave Ward if you watch that. It also makes the Sandhawk pretty stupid whenever I need it to be. Just switch it to fully auto and rock some for the road. For our blue tree, we didn't put a whole lot in here. This is kind of where our extra points went, but it helps our light speed out a lot. Just a little bit of extra splash and incinerate damage. Now, see, I'm not sure if this splash damage buffs the radiation explosions. I might have to go test that out or research it a little bit, but it would be pretty cool if it does. It would complement this build a lot if it does double the radiation explosion. So if someone knows that in this video, let me know in the comments down below. All right, and then here's our red tree that we're running. Thin red line's pretty great. A little bit of extra gun damage in here. This is one of my favorite perks as well, Desperate Measures. Moze's gun damage is increased depending on how low her health is. Well, when you're running a Deathless, you have 1 HP, so you get that 100% damage all the time, which is, for my guns on the Iron Bear, it doesn't really matter, but I wanted to run this one right here that makes it so the enemies take more damage, or things like Brave Ward and such, and almost slag them. Not that much, it's only 15% more, but helps with some boss killing and such. The other one doesn't really matter that much. You could run double of this if you wanted to. Oh, but there you go. That'll do it for this video. Here's my Guardian perks in case you were wondering. The first Guardian perk I always recommend people to get is Topped Off. It helps out a lot. It's gonna make your action skill come back very quickly. And after that, just get some survivability. There you go. There's a level 65 Radiation Moze build. If you guys enjoyed this or you found it helpful at all, please make sure to hit that thumbs up button. It does help me out a lot. If you'd like to see some more content, tutorials, or builds like this, please consider subscribing to the channel. I will be making a lot of them. If you would like to ask me any questions, feel free to put them in the comments down below, or stop by my stream in the pinned comment down below. And if I'm not live, you can also come to my Discord and I'll reply to you quickly. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next video. This is Bikes out.